Welcome to a macro view, where we take an in-depth look at Roll20 macros and break them down in an attempt to make you a better macro maker. Thanks for joining me. My name is Jim. Let's get started. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Today we're looking at the Fireball macro. So let's look at the spell first. The range is 150 feet. This is for Sorcerer and Wizard. In our case, Kiara is our wizard, so she has this spell. So you point at something, and a streak of fire goes flying at him. You choose within range, and then blossoms with a low roar and an explosion of flame. Each creature in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a Dexterity Saving throw. The target takes 8d6 fire damage and fail save, or half as damage on a successful save. The fire spreads around corners, ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried. Now, this is a 3rd level spell, so when you cast this spell using a spell slot of 4th level or higher, you get to add 1d6 for each spell, or each level. So, let's build it. We're going to start with the default template, as always, and we're going to name it. Whoops. Name equals Fireball. And then with the spells as normal, I try to give the DM as much information as they need, but with the least amount of real estate, so we don't exaggerate or make for long reading. I always start with the range and AoE, and then the next would be either a spell attack or a spell DC save against if they have to save, and then the damage, and then any pertinent information. That's kind of the order I always go in. So we're going to go in the first row, we're going to go range 150 feet. Second row, we're going to put AOE, area of effect, is a 20-foot radius sphere. Okay, let's just look at that and see what should have 2 rows. Range 150 feet, AOE 20-foot radius sphere. So now we need if you look at this, it is a Dexterity Saving throw. Okay, so now we have to look up, go find the DC. We're going to have to go find Kiara. If you look under the Spell tab, Spell Save DC is what we need. So we're going to make a stat call again to the sheet, Kiara's sheet, Kiara, pipe, and spell _ save _ DC, and we end the call, and then we're going to say Dexterity Save, and we're going to end the row. So this is the entire row. So we're going to print DC and then go find Kiara's spell save DC and then let the DM know that it's a dex save. So let's look at that real fast. And we know right here that her spell DC is a 17. So when we run that, the DM can see that it's a DC 17 dexterity save. So now we're going to do damage. And we're going to go fire damage. And we're going to, again, it's based on level, so we're going to ask them what level they want to cast the spell at. So we're going to go !, brace, cast at level, pipe. And now we need our options. And in the past several videos, we've done this same exact thing, and we start at level 1. But since this is a 3rd level spell, they can't cast it at 1st level. So we're going to start at level 3, pipe. That's our first option, and then we're going to put right here in front of the pipe what happens if they select that option. So I'm going to put in the rest of them. That's level 3, level 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we don't need the last pipe, but we do need to end the query. So now we're going to come over here. We're going to go 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4. Okay, so that's all our levels. So if we look at that right now, nothing will happen when we start at level 3, because that's the first level they can cast it. And if we pick 6, it doesn't matter, that nothing's going to show up in that row because we haven't told it what to do yet. So if they cast level 3, we're going to put the appropriate damage in. In this case, it is 8 dice 6. So right in front of the pipe, we're going to go bracket, which is a roll. All rolls have to be contained. Rolls and just rolls have to be contained in square brackets. So we're going to go 8 dice 6. Sorry, 6. Okay. So let's try that real fast, make sure that it works. And at level 3, oh, I didn't end the row. I always do that. So this damage row starts right here, and I didn't end it. So need 2 braces to end it. Level 3, and here we go, fire damage, 8 dice 6. You can see all the numbers there. So that worked right. So we're going to take this 8 dice 6, we're going to copy it, and in front of each pipe, we're going to paste this just to make it a little faster. Then we'll go back and edit. Okay, so level 3 is 8, so level 4 is going to be 9, level 5 is going to be 10, and then 11, and then 12, and then 13, and then 14. 14 dice 6. That's a lot of dice. Okay, so let's run this. See what happens. Level 3 is 8 dice 6. That is correct. Let's run it at level 6 should be 11 dice 6. So level 6, 11 dice 6. And then let's see the Mongo one at level 9. That should be 14 dice 6, and it is. So the damage is working right. So then all we're going to do is add the information that the DM needs to know. So we're going to, in the last row, we're going to start it, and we're going to say full damage on fail, comma, half damage on success, flammable objects, ignite if not worn or carried, and end the row. All right, let's run it. Make sure everything looks like it's supposed to. Okay, level 5, and there you go. So if I, as a DM, somebody casts a spell, I don't have to look anything up on a sheet. I don't have to remember what saving throw it is, because when you have a lot of casters, you have a lot of spells, and a lot of spells have different saves. Dex save, con save, wisdom save, etc., etc. So it's nice to be able, as a DM, when I see this, I know the range, I know the AoE, I know that I have to make a DC 17 dexterity save. I can see the damage, and I know that I take full damage on a fail, half damage on a success, and if there's any flammable objects, they ignite if they're not worn or carried. So that is a fireball spell. I will put this in the description below. Hopefully that will help your wizards and sorcerers blow things up. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.